Official commemoration event of Centennial Plaza. I'm John Beecham, the marketing supervisor for Belvidere Park District and your MC for this nice little event. First, thanks to all of those who responded to our invitation, and especially thanks to all of you who've taken the time to come and join us today. It's much appreciated. And today reminds me of a couple of thoughts, both of which I wholeheartedly endorse. The first is, I'm not sure who I should give the source of attribution, but it is a philosophy I ascribe to, and I know that the people around here, just by their works, do. A life well lived is not measured by what you get, but measured by what you give. And then there's another piece that I've always kind of had in my office and various places, and it's a longtime favorite from Walt Disney. Many hands, hearts, and minds generally contribute to anyone's notable achievement. And the commissioners here and those who are unable to attend are true examples of those expressions. Our park is a testament to the notable achievements of many hands, hearts, and minds over the past 100 years, as well as an overarching spirit of collaboration that has benefited many generations of this community. To that point, and after Mark speaks, I'd like to invite our past commissioners in attendance to offer brief remarks or reflections if you'd like. But now it's my pleasure to introduce the Executive Director of the Belvidere Township Park District, Mark Pentecost.
Thank you, John. And I just want to share John's sentiments. I appreciate everybody coming out here today. What a lovely day we have for the commemoration of the Centennial Plaza. A few years back, the Township Park District Board and staff kind of had an idea to build this plaza, just to kind of recognize all the individual contributions to the commissioners over the 100 years, collectively 500 years of service for individuals. And as wonderful as a lot of those individual contributions are, some people have served as many as 45 years individually. None of what you see in the Park District today, none of the 13 parks or the nearly 400 acres that we manage would be possible without John's little phrase of spirit of collaboration. So without that, and without the 5 commissioners working together every year and every time that we have an election and we bring in new commissioners and everybody finds a new way of working together, none of this is possible without that. So I do want to make sure that all the commissioners that are here and all those that are not able to attend with us today just understands our deep appreciation, the community's deep appreciation for your guys' volunteerism. Every commissioner that serves in a park district is volunteers. They don't get paid a penny. And I know sometimes staff and I, we work, and we kind of get into this where we're governing an agency and we start to like lose sight of the fact that we are working with people who are volunteering their time. And I think sometimes we abuse that, the staff, and we get a little reckless with their time and their spirit. But I just want it to be said and not go unnoticed that we, as staff in this community, deeply, deeply appreciate your guys' service. So thank you for that. And with that, is there anybody on the current board or any of the past commissioners or representatives from past commissioners' family that would like to say a few words?
I'll start off.
Ross Wheeler.
When I got on the board, we were in the midst of spending a lot of money, and some of it didn't have anything to show for it. So we spent a lot of time and got to the point where we realized it wasn't us, it wasn't our board, it wasn't our park, it was the taxpayers' park, the people who live in Belvidere Township. And the important thing is to get those people's biggest bang for the buck. And so we set about doing a lot of budgeting and these roads you see, improving everything every year in a budgeted way, and actually reduce the taxes for a year or two in the tax rate, and showed that you could do a lot of things. You could get a lot of distance out of money if you just watched where it went and you made sure that you got some really good out of it. And I think you look around today, and if you've ever walked in the park and seen parking lots during the weekends particularly, you'll see a lot of people from other districts, Rockford and a lot of other places, who come here and use our park because it's very well thought of. And I spent a few years, not nearly as much as some other people, but it was really made me proud to try to make this park so that people could use it and not just be a pretty place to see, but actually get into it and function with it, become a part of it, because the taxpayers who pay the bill, they should be the ones that get to use it. Anyway, that's it. All right, Gene.
I always have to do this part, but it's been a pleasure. I know most of you here, and I've worked with many of you. I've played with many of you. I grew up in the park, wanting to go to the pool and crossing the swinging bridge with my bicycle, and probably a lot of you did the same. I then worked at the pool as a lifeguard, and then after a while, I was a lifeguard for 11 years, but so that was a long time. I was even a little, I was carrying a child a part of that time, but so anyway, it doesn't matter, but it's a long time. And I decided a long time ago that I would come back and try to give something back for all the fun I'd had here and the growing up I did here, and I think many of you did the same thing. So I echo what Ross said, what John said, what Mark said. You look around and you feel like you're in a postcard. And the people that I know in Rockford are like, that's your park. The people that visit here are brought here by industries or by mayors to this is the front door of Belvidere for many people. They come in this way and then take a look at it. So it welcomes them here. And knowing what this park meant to everybody, we tried to make it grow. And that's not always been easy, as Ross said, but I think we did it. And we're still doing it. as I look around, I'm going to get redundant, but I think you know most of the things that were added to this community. This particular place right here, many of you might remember it as a place that washed out all the time for flood. There was a weir, some strange word that we hardly knew what it meant. There was a big deep hole of water. It would wash out. And we had this idea that if we put a pipe under it and dredge some of that up, put all the dirt over here, we could make it work. And it stopped washing out. The wall is held. We had a parking lot, but we had nothing to do on this spot. Some of you might remember it as being a little weedy. That was like back in 1990. So it's taken a long time, but I think as you look around, I hope you use it. I hope people meet here for coffee, park here and take a walk in the park, and see what they own, because the community owns this place. I talked too long, so who else wants to talk? I'm rambling anyway. But welcome to your park. Every day of the week, every day of the year.
Like Mike, last chance. Promise we won't make you sing. Again, thank you all to our commissioners, present and past, for your work, for your diligence, for your contributions, and your time. And everybody else, enjoy. We have a few refreshments, some treats, some cake pops in our brand colors. I will make note, since I am the marketing guy.
Which is white cake and which is chocolate.
Oh, you have to find out. Yes, you know, a little tease to this. So again, thank you all very much, and commiserate. Enjoy yourself.